Let's just keep it honest with each other. Welcome back, everybody. This is She and I. We ain't good, but we still good. I am your host, B Love, and like always, I have my very special host with me,
India Marie.
India Marie and B Love, the husband and wife duo you didn't know you need, but you got us and we are here to stay. This is the best thing to happen on a Tuesday. Well, damn it, since Monday. Give it up one time. I got that old thing back and I'm not letting it go. Listen up one time. We ain't good, but we still good. Thank you, everybody who wished me happy birthday. I appreciate it. If you forgot, it's not too late. Do it right now. I don't think that women are the only people who can celebrate their birthdays all month, but women are notorious every day of the month.
I think it's like women and Leo men.
Whoa. I thought you were about to say women and homosexual men, because they do it too. They boy, y'all know y'all be celebrating. They do. The LGBTQI community. Shit.
Leo men.
Listen, I'm going to go to the play her in Nashville with the homegirl Sierra anyway, because that's my type of a crowd. Have a good time, if you know what I mean. It's neither here nor there. How you doing? You doing all right this week?
You just want to start that podcast. Like, he be trying to.
I'm saying we ain't good, but we still good.
Off with bad energy.
What's your favorite Usher song? Let's talk about it real fast. I know music pod. Here we go again. What's your favorite Usher song? Come on, hurry up. Don't take too long.
How do I say? It's pretty high up there.
How do I say?
Yeah.
Talk about the Spanish song?
Yes.
Nigga, you don't even know Spanish.
I love that song.
Indy wants to be Spanish so bad. So during Cinco de Mayo, when I first met her,
stop that. You be quiet. No, hush. Anyways, how do I say it's pretty high up there? And then our wedding song, which was one of my favorite songs before we even decided to have our first dance.
Yeah.
To
Superstar. And then he got
Superstar.
big. And everybody started doing a challenge.
Yeah, it wasn't big. So when we had our first dance to Superstar.
Yep.
And then people were coming up to us after the wedding, like that night, and then weeks afterwards, and was like,
you danced to that song.
Like, I was like, how'd y'all think to dance to that song? Nobody was like, that song wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
Now it is a thing, but it's been a thing for us for 9 years now.
we been each other superstar. But let me tell y'all another song featuring Star, the word Star. If you are a fan of R&B, and like I always say, you can't spell R&B without B Love. If you are a fan of R&B, I suggest, if you haven't, go on out and listen to Day 26 Co-Star in a long time. And just listen to it. Just go today, turn it on, and let it vibe out. I'm telling you, man, the song still holds weight. This song is fire. I'm going to play it next week in the beginning of the pod.
Okay, so what's your favorite Usher song?
Oh, Love Is Club. Come on, man.
Love in His Club?
Easy,
really?
Love in His Club, because of where I was at the time when it came out, and both of them, the remix and the original.
I'm also a really big fan of
Daddy's Home.
I was going to say, I love Daddy's Home.
Hey, you can't go wrong.
I love...
Whoa.
I actually think in college there was Barrett's ringtone.
You got there right.
For like a hot second.
I'm putting that thing on her.
Yeah,
Big Daddy's what they call me.
That was a really good song to dance to in the club when it came out.
Love in His Club was
that one, and it's another one that I really like, the stripper song.
Which one? Baby, I don't.
No, you get twerk a little split. That one.
That's what I just said.
What?
I don't mind.
Oh yeah, I don't mind. I really like I Don't Mind.
You and this on the pole.
That'll make you a hoe.
I know all the Usher songs. So you don't know none of them. You can just name something. No.
I know the songs. I just have a hard time memorizing the names of the song. That's with any song. Anyway,
for the people who thought they missed out on Usher's residency, you should go buy your girl a ticket right now. That's not even my relationship, but it should be. Fellas, listen to your boy. Do yourself a favor. Surprise your lady with Usher residency tickets.
They extended it to December.
You don't have to stay in Vegas as long as we did. But I think it would behoove you, and it would be a good idea to fly down there the day before the show, go to the show, fly back the next day, if that's what you want to do. I think it's a great investment. I think you and your lady will have a good time. And yeah, do that. Do that for her. And tell her B-Love sent you. You might get a discount. I'm lying.
It's very rare. I mean, there's a couple concerts that I regret going to. It was just a waste of time. But that one is so hot. Migos. That shit was so whack.
They were young. They were young. Come on now, chill.
It was a bad show. They were not good performers.
Rest in peace, Take, man. They were young, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
I'm trying to see. What's another concert that you just didn't enjoy?
A concert that I didn't enjoy. I enjoy all the concerts I go to, but one, I paid for them. Two, I'm going to make it a memorable night wherever we go, especially the concert. So now I enjoyed mostly all of them. I'm trying to find a question somebody asked me. I found it. But I enjoy all of them though. I can't really think of a bad concert that we've been to. You know what? I'm lying. I like this person too. But I think it was the venue and the food that had something to do with it. When you go places, peripheral things can mess up the entire vibe if you're not careful. We went out to see Tank at City Winery in Nashville one time.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about... We've been to so many concerts, y'all.
It wasn't memorable. But Tank did his thing as always, right? But it just was like, It wasn't mind-blowing. The vocals were there, but I can't tell you anything about that night other than the hamburger that they gave me was cold as rocks. So that's what I'm saying. I think the peripheral things messed up my experience of the concert, and I'm mad about that. So Tank, that was the worst concert that I've ever gone to. Yours would probably be somewhere in Marathon because you don't like standing up.
I don't.
See what I'm saying? So I can name them.
Because we went to see Weekend. And I was ready to go.
I had a ball.
My feet were hurting so bad. And I had on sneakers. I had on Jordans. My feet were killing me.
I had a ball.
And the last one would be Maxwell.
You went to see Maxwell?
Don't beat me up. I went to see Maxwell. It was very random.
You know you're a bohemian.
I don't think you wanted to go. Yeah. Or maybe we had.
I don't know too many Maxwell. All I know is Pretty Wings.
But it was like.
And a woman's work.
Caleb, Britley. It was very random. It was like you buy your ticket like right before the show. Mm-hmm. It was like one of those. Buy one, get one free. And it was just very like,
ow.
It was.
I'm pardoning today, man. Hey, I'm in a good mood today, y'all. I'm not
boring. But yeah, that's one of my favorite things.
Concerts, the way these ticket prices are now, I need you to do a little something extra. Like I've seen Drake with the Virgil silhouette throwing the paper plane. I've seen that. I've seen Drake getting bras thrown at him. So I need something like that. I seen Beyonce change clothes 50,000 times. If I pay this much money to go to a concert, I need all that. I need you walking through the crowd. I need pyrotechnics. I don't want you just standing up there with a mic and just rapping anymore. Nope. I don't want you making me rap. I want to see your black ass get busy or white behind, whichever one you may have.
Well, I think that was what was so good about Beyonce's concert, because a lot of the, so I'll say this, a lot of the straight men who has gone to the Renaissance tour didn't know that album. Barrett knew like maybe 2 songs on the album. Heated,
Church Girl,
Break My Soul.
So yeah, I know a bunch of them.
Church Girl.
And another one, too. Name another one. I know a bunch of them songs.
The only one that he actually sung the words to was probably Heated.
Yeah, I was out.
And Break My Soul. And a little bit of Church Girl.
It's a little bit of Church Girl.
But for the most part, they were just, there to enjoy and experience Beyonce with their significant other.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard anyone say, like, I didn't know the album, went to the concert and had a horrible time. Nah. Like, they didn't know the album, went to the concert and thought it was an incredible show. I think it was just like, you look at a Beyonce show and it's the work ethic that just blows you away.
Makes your ass want to do more.
Like you walk in out of that concert like,
what
wow.
am I doing with my life?
Yeah.
I'm about to go home and make some videos because the podcast continues to grow. I need to get busy.
Well, and I was telling somebody, I was like, this, granted, a lot of people, some people just weren't a fan of this style of music that she brought to this album. But I was telling people, this is one of them concerts where they're going to do a documentary on it later on down the line. It'll be streaming somewhere, probably on Netflix, wherever she chooses to. It is like, this is a moment.
And I like the fact that if Beyonce can get the crowd involved with that many people, so can you. She had 50,000 people sitting there on mute, and she didn't do that with us.
She did. That was the thing after the Nashville show.
Being dead ass still. So I'm not going to a lackluster concert again. Like this weekend, Jodeci, and we've seen Jodeci twice now. We haven't seen Drew Hill and SWV are coming. I just couldn't fathom paying the ticket price because I don't think they're gonna do enough. I don't know. I'm a concert snob now. I've turned into that person.
Well, and they're a bit older. The vocals have changed a bit. Like when we went to see Jodeci in Kentucky.
That was fire though. I ain't care. Listen, my man KC
but
was
they're
on
still
his security shoulders. His security guard carried him around the arena on his shoulders. I didn't know he was that small, but yeah. I appreciated that.
Yeah, but they were still entertainers. The vocals may not have been all the way there. But we were thoroughly entertained at that concert. So we'll go to just about any concert.
Man, we like concerts. That's all we're trying to say. Now, I'm going to get right down to business because I have two important questions. One is going to piggyback off the conversation that we had last week, and then the other question is gonna come about something Indy just asked me. So let me go ahead and hit the button. We got this. Let's talk on the podcast. Yes, indeed. Let me ask Indy a question. Before we got on the mic, right before we got on the mic, you looked at me and you said, "Do you like my nails?" Crossed my mind. I do like them, by the way. But I was thinking, I didn't say this to you. We just got on the mic. What if I would have said, no, I don't like your nails? What would have happened?
It's really one of those things where we would have to cross that bridge if we ever get
there. It's a lose-lose for me, right? So when you ask your significant other questions like that, what answer are you realistically looking for?
You know what's funny? Blake is so much like Bear. It's scary. So like last week, he comes home from school. He started a new school. If you want me to be quite honest, I don't know if Blake will finish the school year.
Just go ahead with the story, man. Come on, man. What are you doing?
But we're still trying to figure it out, right? So I asked him like, hey, how was, the school? Like, how was just a day? Do you like your school? We're talking. So I'm like, you sure you like it? Like, do we need to find another school? What do you think? I'm trying to fill him out. He was like, yeah, I like it. But Mom, what if I had said I didn't like it? He was like, are you gonna take me out of the school? It's just like,
it's questions.
I'm asking you that, and I'm not prepared for that type of answer.
That's question real ones want to know. Like, you asked me this question, and I would have just sat up and said, man, nah, they look horrible. You paid money for those nails? What would have been the response? And I just need to know because I don't know. Maybe one day.
No, I really did want your honest opinion though.
I gave it to you. I was telling the truth.
But I am like excited about these nails. For one, I decided I didn't want to wear acrylics anymore. And so I found a natural nail artist and she's really good with designs. And I think they're very cute.
However,
so I was excited about them. So I came home. I was like, hey, you like
and so she was excited. So that's one thing, fellas. This is not my relationship, but it should be. If your lady is excited about anything physical, hair, nails, clothes, you be excited too. Don't let her hit you with the okie doke and be like, oh, you like my nails? And then you be like, yeah, all right. Oh, you are in trouble. You have to say yes. She's not looking really for your opinion. She's looking for your reassurance that she's right. And in that moment, if she's happy, damn it, you are too. Because guess what? You ain't got to wear them. She does. So that's what I was saying. If you like the nails, you are happy about them. I am too. Now, if you come on with a hairdo that may be a little bit off. Now listen, for real. If you come on with some Missy Elliott finger waves from 1998.
I might.
And you ask me, hey, I've been
short.
If you ask me, do I like your hair? And I'm like, that ain't the style for you. I don't care if you're excited about it or not. You can't get mad at me because that's just a real opinion.
I do feel like everyone has like a preference for how they like their significant other too. Like I am, since Baird and I have been together, granted he met me with short hair. Like he met with me. He had no idea that my hair was capable of growing the length that he had seen it grow.
I had a feeling. I'm not going to tell y'all why I had that feeling, but just know this was a feeling.
But he had never seen my hair as long as it could grow until I got pregnant with Blake because my hair was growing like weeds then.
Yeah.
But I know that his preference is long hair India versus short hair India. Now, will I probably cut my hair off again, you know, in our relationship? Yes. But I do know that he prefers long hair.
I just prefer big booties. I don't care about the hair. Preferably big booty, yours. It's your booty and your beauty. Ooh. No preference here.
You do have a preference.
No, let's just chill. Let's move on because you about to go into a deep, dark hole. I know what you're going to say, and I'm trying to avoid that conversation.
Right. I don't even know what the hell you're talking about now. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm talking about. Oh, you still shallow. Anyways, we don't even have to talk about this. He's a shallow man.
I'll read the Bible. I used to be shallow.
What does that have to do with anything?
Hey, that's shallow the nigga go to when they doing something bad. I know the Lord. I read the Bible.
So y'all know when, like if you listen to comedy shows from comedians back in the day, like if we always say if we were listening, like if Bernie Mac was alive today, telling jokes, like the old jokes that, I don't know, Steve Harvey, Dave Chappelle, like their old comedy specials and the jokes that they would tell.
Let me give the example.
Like how much trouble they would get in.
Let me give the example. Like Bernie Mac when he said him downstairs. That's all I'm gonna have to say. Go back.
So the things that I've heard come out of this man's mouth.
I got an old man mouth. I'm gonna keep it real. Like I've changed. I say some words. I used to say some things that old people say. You know, you got that old uncle that's probably 70.
Yeah.
And he still use bad words. My mouth used to be that flagrant. Not it used to be that bad. I'm not gonna lie. I used to say the quick story. It was one time where I was so shallow that me and my ex girlfriend, we were dating, and I broke up with her for the most shallow reason. Well, it was underlined. I broke up with her for a myriad of reasons, but that was one of the biggest ones. If you want to know why that shallow reason is, just let me know, and I'll tell you. I'm not going to say it on this microphone because the podcast is doing good right now, so I can't say it out loud. But DM me if you want to know, and I'll tell y'all why. Well, yeah, I'll tell you why.
So when people say that people who are shallow are really insecure in themselves, what do you think about that?
I'm definitely not insecure. I don't give a damn what you think about me. I don't give a damn. That's one reason why I'm comfortable with doing the podcast. Like people say shit all the time. Like one time this guy wrote something about me. I just deleted. Well, first I cussed him out and then I deleted it. I don't care. Like this past week, somebody said, yikes, who gave these two a microphone? I said, FNB. And I left it there for like 5 minutes so he could see it. Then I deleted the comment. I just want him to know that I want the smoke. And I'm okay. Like I don't really mind people saying anything about me because I got a wife. You look good. Lil Wayne said that. And that's what we got to realize. I'm gonna get to a point in a second. But Lil Wayne said something a long time ago. If I ain't good looking, you can bet my girl is. Like, listen, I'm not trying to be a beauty king. Like that stage is past. I'm trying to hustle, get enough paper to make sure the family and all my friends are good. And even you, the podcast listener, if one of y'all hit me up and tell me y'all hurting, I give you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'll do something for you. And that's the honest to God truth. You know I'm not lying though. Come on. You know I'm not lying.
Within reason.
Yeah, within reason. I'll do something for you. I ain't finna give you no 10 racks or nothing like that. But if I got $10 to spare, I'm giving it to you.
Or resources.
Or I'll give you my resources. Man, listen, if you listen, like one of my homegirls, listen to the pod. She's like, I need you to come DJ for me. I'm going to cut you the podcast homie deal. That's what I'm going to do. So
he's even set somebody up with an interview before, like with his job.
With my job, trying to get the homegirl a job too. But too many people in my job finding this podcast, so I got to watch what I say. But, shit.
Move on.
Yeah, I'm out of there. But anyway, I don't think that's the insecure thing. Some people are though. Some people talk about like if I see somebody with a beard and I just start hating on their beard, then yeah, it's something wrong with me because I can't grow a beard. If I see somebody tall and I'm like, oh, nigga tall, why he so tall? I'm hating at that point. I'm insecure about my height at that point. So yeah, that would be insecurities.
What has been your biggest insecurity?
Oh man, so when I was young,
especially an insecurity like within a relationship.
Oh, in a relationship. Biggest insecurity in a relationship. Well, I'll tell you, when I was young, I was short. You know, I didn't really grow until like probably I got like 9th grade. So I wasn't really insecure, but you know, people were tall, they were hooping. I couldn't really, get busy like I needed to get busy on the court. This was too tall. That was really it. For real. I was skinny. That's what I was about to say right now. Like me being thin in a relationship. Like when you came to college, I always had a small build. So I'm like, oh man, what if the college girls want somebody kind of swole? What about me? I'm like, but I'm me. I'm a catch. So that didn't bother me that much. Really nothing. And I'm not being like an arrogant asshole, but it's really nothing. I'm okay.
It's funny that guys always think that is what most women want, because I was dating a guy in high school.
Yeah.
And you know, I told you, like me and this guy, we broke up like right after we graduated high school.
Yeah.
And his friends were like in his ear and was like, Indy's gonna go to college and she gonna find an athlete and she gonna find this type of guy.
I'm telling you, that's some real fear.
And I got to college. I dated.
I am an athlete.
It wasn't even like dating. I talked to one basketball player. He intimidated the shit out of me and he tried to take advantage of me. And I never talked to another athlete at MTSU again. Wasn't even my vibe. And also, what?
I'm an athlete.
Bear's not an athlete.
To call my girl Tara Training. Call Safa. Get him on the phone right now.
But when I met you, you were very slim. You didn't have he got some muscles now. He didn't have any muscles when I met him.
Don't let this fool you. Don't let none of this fool you right here. I can take this shit off.
He didn't have any muscles when I met him. So that wasn't even, that may be like a thing for guys. Like literally his friends had convinced him that I was going to leave him, cheat on him with a basketball player or a football player. And I was just like, nigga, let's end this right now. You ain't got to worry about what I'm leaving you for, because I'm out before we even go to school.
And she left him for just a regular player from the Himalayas. Be love from up above, but don't mind going down low as long as she not a hoe. Give it to him. Fool man, right there.
Oh, Lord. Anyways.
But nah, yeah, I don't... If a guy, right? I feel like if an adult guy has any insecurities about themselves when they get past 30, they should seek help. Financial insecurities, I understand. Like career insecurities, I understand. But if you have physical insecurities past 30 years old and you're a guy, I think you should seek help. Like,
but also, you know,
not saying nothing wrong with having them, but like get help to try to talk to somebody about those insecurities. Because one thing the men don't do, we don't talk about them. No man is about to come on here. Not a lot of men are going to come over here and do what I just did. And be honest about it. Like, hey, I was skinny. I'm talking about, boy, I would sneeze and blow away. I was that thin. Like, I was a rail. So, yeah, that was the insecurity. And like I told you, I don't mind it. Didn't mind it. Never Never stopped me from doing what I had to do at all. But a lot of people wouldn't come on here and say that. That's really the only thing I can think of. I've never been the person like, oh man, I can't. I don't know, like I got a big chin or something like that. I got a fat neck, or something like that. You know, like. Nah, I don't really care. I do got a long neck, but I don't care about that. A long ass neck, the better to cheat on papers with, my dear. Cheat on somebody's paper back in the day. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, where are we going? This is one of those podcasts again. I got a question piggybacking off of last week. So last week's episode was a great episode. It was about friends of the opposite gender. Somebody wrote another question in after that episode. It says, subject line, fiance asked me to cut ties with a close friend that you hooked up with once. Listen up. My fiance has made it clear that he wants me, the female, to continue, to cut contact with a friend, male of mine of 12 years that I once hooked up with in high school. Do all men think like that? What should I do? A little bit more information. He also doesn't want him in our wedding. This friend is now married with a baby and has invited me to his wedding. He generally doesn't want me to have male friends. What you think about that first? She smashed him one time in high school. It was over 12 years ago, sounds like.
I mean, I understand it, but if it's me in his shoes and you were friends with somebody that first of all, nobody that you had sex with is going to be in my wedding. I don't give a shit how long ago it was. It could be 20 years ago.
That's a fact.
They're not going to be in my wedding.
That's a fact.
So there's that.
What about at the wedding?
I don't really want you there either.
Damn.
I don't. I'm sorry. What? No. He called me insecure, jealous. I don't give a fuck what you call me. I don't care. Like, because if you sleep with him once, you'll sleep with him again. Unless he turned gay, and he's probably not gay. So no. Say for instance, you having like a hard patch with your husband because they are gonna come. Like, no marriage is going to exist without hard patches in the relationship.
Man, we had one this morning.
Then you go.
My bad. Go keep going.
Then you go and you know, venting to him. And he's like, well, you can come over and chill. And you know what I'm saying? And he feeling vulnerable for you. And then now you feel like you can trust him. And yeah, now you crying on his shoulder and shit. No.
Hold up, though. But she said her friend is married with kids.
So?
Okay.
How does his wife feel about, ask him that. How does his wife feel?
His wife might feel
Does his
straight.
wife know that y'all slept together? Ask him that.
That's why I got to stop the whole press right now. Why you tell on yourself? If you wanted to keep being this man's friend.
And you shouldn't have said him.
And you smashed him in high school. Why would you give that information up to your now fiance? You know, me and Joe, we smashed in high school.
But we just friends now.
But that's one of my best friends now. After we did that one time, I didn't even look at him like that again. But now we best friends, and I think he should be in our wedding or at our wedding. Man, you know what? You left yourself the option of getting rejected. Had you not said anything about smashing him, then, you know, you could have skated off scot-free. Now, if you bring up that information, that must tell me that you are extremely honest or, man, Joe put that pipe down on you. You see what I'm saying? And you still thinking about it. Y'all ain't good, but y'all still good. You see what I mean? So.
No, your fiance isn't tripping. You tripping.
Yeah, you can't have this man at your wedding. Now, he can send you a wedding gift. If he would like to do that, y'all can hang out. If your husband would want to do that, when your fiance wants to do it after y'all get married. But
that's it. Before I can just give,
you got the right to say no to that.
Before I can just give like my final, like, this is how I feel, I really need to know if his wife knows that y'all slept together. Because I doubt it.
Why you say that?
I doubt it.
Why you say that though?
Because I know men, a man is not going to volunteer that information.
I'm sure. Listen, I'm not.
Like, hey, me and my best friend slept together in high school, but we don't like each other. But we still best friends. We still we gonna kick it and stuff. And you know what I'm saying? Like she gonna come to the wedding.
No, I'm not.
And his wife just like, okay, yeah, it's cool.
Hell no.
She ain't cool because she don't know. She doesn't know.
You're right, because I'm scared right now. I'm thinking of people, high school that I even dated. I wouldn't. Nope, not at all. And why would you even want to open that can of worms up? You're so far removed from that situation. 12 years. Don't even worry about it. You're going to make new friends. If you're in the same area, you can make new friends. You probably don't even stay by each other. You won't smoke. You want to be in arguments and stuff for no reason. So, no, it's not cool. That's not cool.
No.
It's not. Now.
And y'all got to understand, like, y'all really don't be understanding the order.
Oh, Lord. Tell them the order.
God, spouse, kids, everybody else after them.
Damn. What about my mom and them?
Everybody else after them.
Damn. Why my mama got to be everybody? Just say God, spouse, kids, my mama, and everybody else after that. No, just bucking my mama in with everybody else. That's wild to me. I don't want my mama just to be everybody.
Regardless of where your mama falls.
Thank you.
Your spouse
is
cool, at the top of the list. So if he's telling you that this is the person you're about to marry, you need to start looking at him as the person that you're about to marry. If he's telling you that he feels uncomfortable with that situation, then you need to fix it. Like your friendship with him, no matter how long it was, it will never come before your relationship with your spouse.
And that's real.
Like, what are y'all doing out here?
And that's the honest to God truth. And on second thought, your friend is not going to be there with you all the time. When you're going through the tough times, personally, when your kids need you, your spouse is the one that's holding it down. Your friend is going to stand by his wife, not you. So to your point, we need to know. Does his wife know that y'all smashed? And I know he's a smart man, so probably not.
Yeah, no, probably not.
Why you telling on yourself first? Come on, baby. Stop snitching on yourself.
But she didn't even say that she was in his wedding, right?
No.
She said she attended the wedding. And now you want him in your wedding. Like, come on, what are you doing?
Or you want him inside of you. Show feels good to me. Oh, my bad. Push it inside. Push it inside of you. Let me tell y'all something right now. If you want a good song to add to your love playlist, Push It Inside of You by Sons of Funk. Make it number 3. Because by number 1 and 2, you already did the kissing and the caressing. By number 3, you should be what they're talking about on that song. So Sons of Funk, Pushing Inside of You. Thank me later. Now, another question. Heard it on the Breakfast Club. And they were talking about side chicks. And this is a good one. And I have to ask, should side chicks get beat up or get confronted when they are sleeping with a married man? Should you beat them up? See,
22-year-old India would have said absolutely.
Wait, you didn't know I wrote that. You didn't even know I wrote that.
22-year-old India would have said beat her ass. But 32-year-old India, not so much. Because
so what do you suggest?
The thing is, the side chick never owes you shit.
Talk about it.
Even if she knows that you're married.
Mm-hmm.
She don't owe you because the side chick gonna do what the side chick does. The side chick gonna be a hoe.
Damn.
That's her role. When you decide to be a side chick, you a hoe. That's your role.
God bless.
And guess who gonna handle you?
Who?
The Lord.
The upper room.
God gonna handle you because you are messing with a covenant.
She wanna get all spurged.
I don't have to handle you with my fist.
Are you gonna handle me with your fist?
Yeah, I'm not gonna hit you. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm older and I don't have time to be fighting and coming up out of my body like that.
Everybody say that when the camera on, but I'm gonna keep it real right now.
It depends on what
had
type
a
of
side-
cheating. It's like if I walk into the house, it's like and it's a movie situation in here, and I come home in the middle of the day, you got a bitch bent over in the house, and you like,
Bend it
ramming
over,
up from the
bend it
back.
over. Yeah.
Then it's a good possibility I might go to jail because
Yeah, it's rage. And you know what? You would get off. That's crime of passion. They gonna let you go for that too.
I'm like, I am, if I'm catching you in the act, I'm probably gonna like take her hair, wrap it around, and I'm yanking her and I'm dragging her down the steps butt naked and throwing her outside with no clothes.
So now we know
she
what
gonna
not
have
to do,
fucking
fellas.
leave. And I might flush her keys down the toilet.
Yikes.
So that she can't drive and she has to walk down the street.
This scenario is way too vivid. You thought about this before. And if you know, like
and because
I know.
I want her to have all the public embarrassment that she can have.
But she just
so
said
you're walking
she
out
gonna
of
let
here.
God handle it. But guess what? We all got
you're
God in
walking
us.
out of here with bloody knees because your knees are hitting the steps as I'm dragging you by your hair down the steps. Okay.
She got turned up.
And then you're gonna have scratches from the concrete because I'm dragging you.
All right, we get it. We get it
to the sidewalk.
We get it. So
you're not
going
to drive out of here.
So you would.
Because your keys.
So you lied. She would.
Will be down the toilet.
She's going to fight and she's going to beat up the side
Depends
chick.
on the scenario. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's like, okay, I caught you cheating via phone or email or something like that, then,
It just is what
and then
it is.
I can't do anything.
Yeah,
because she's not in front of me.
And you're not outside either.
I'm not outside.
Yeah.
Do they deserve to get their asses beat? Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Because again, what does that say about you? What's that say about you? There's a person.
The side chick or the man?
The side chick.
Okay.
And the man. But the man don't care. Usually the man doesn't care. But the woman, what does that say about you for you to knowingly get involved with a married man? Like somebody has written us on the podcast about being involved with a married man. And I'm just like.
And you probably didn't even read it. I don't know if you read that or not, because I know you are totally against that.
Yeah, it's like, I ain't got no advice for you. You shouldn't be fucking around with a married man. Even if he say he going, he's about to file for divorce. I don't want to hear it.
But the question you have in your phone that you're going to ask in a second. What if the side chick is doing things that your wife refuses or is not doing? And the only reason why you...
with me.
Let me get done. And the only reason why you are dealing with the side chick is because she is doing things that your wife wouldn't do. Case in point, giving you a little slip and slide when you lift your legs up.
Break up with me. Please, just break up with me. Dump me. Say, hey, you're not fulfilling my sexual needs. I got to bounce.
Rather than get a side chick. But I love everything else about you.
Actually, just let me go ahead and read it. Because I will say...
all right, she about to get to it. Ready? I queued you up. Let's go. She's so excited. Talk to him. WWID. What would India do? Kick it.
I am tired of maintenance sex. I have been with my wife for 23 years, married for 13. Prior to dating, we were really good friends and would often give relationship advice to each other. She's a really good mother, a good person, and hard worker. We have built a good life together. However, we have never really been sexually compatible. I have a really high libido and hers is really low. When we do have sex, she is really restrictive. She hates giving blowjobs, will never engage in anal, isn't aroused by breast or nipple play, isn't into making out or me kissing her neck or lower back. She loves when I go down on her, but will not let me insert a finger in order to massage her G-spot. I've tried everything I can think of to spice things up. I've given full body massages, bought toys and lingerie, but they just collect dust. I've tried to get her to tell me about her fantasies, but she doesn't respond or change the subject. We have 2 daughters and I love being a family man. However, I'm so sexually frustrated, I don't know what to do. We engage in maintenance sex about once a week where there's no foreplay at her request and it's only missionary position.
Yikes.
I've asked her to help spice up our sex life, but she responds by saying she's she's too tired. I help out with cooking, housework, and our daughters to help reduce her workload and stress. She spends hours a night on her phone and eventually falls asleep sitting up.
She don't like you.
I've shared my frustration with her, but she ends up lashing out at me. I'm not sure what to do anymore. So she could not like you. That is a very good.
I heard that through and through.
That's a very good
observation. I heard that through and through. She
like you, or she could be dealing with some personal like body image issues, especially when she doesn't have foreplay. When she doesn't want foreplay, like foreplay is like I love foreplay. Let me love you down. Like a lot of times I don't want to have sex without foreplay. I want the foreplay. Give me the foreplay and the sex. I want it all. This is a package deal.
I do too. Head in a comfortable bed. It can all be so simple. So her saying that she doesn't want foreplay, it kind of makes it seem like, okay, let's just have sex, get it over with, and get it done. Maintenance. I like that. I've never heard that term before. Maintenance sex. So what is that? Have you ever heard that before?
I haven't heard of it before, but it's kind of like couples committing to, hey, we at least need to have sex once a week, right? And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But if you are gonna only commit to once a week, like it should be really good sex. We know that sometimes sex is very quick, in and out, like, let's just get it in real quick. But every time can't be like that. So I think you should really have a conversation with her and express your needs to her verbally, like, hey, this is how this is affecting me. And I don't want to cheat on you. Kudos to this man because he's really trying to figure her out instead of just going out and finding someone else to have sex with.
But see, all right, so now at this point where he is, he's tried everything. He told you the laundry list of things he's tried, from full body massages to purchasing toys. Now, what does he do next? He's at a crossroads. Do I leave my wife and my kids? Do I leave my wife and I have kids? I really don't want to do that. But I also, because my libido is a funny word, because my libido is so high, I need to get my rocks off.
But there's also things that she could do to increase her libido. Maybe see if she would be interested in that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she needs some ashwagandha.
See my joke. Man, 2023, man, you can't say the stuff you can say in 1993 because I had a fire. In my mouth, I had a fire, but I was going to say, look. You might pick that up probably, so. But, yeah.
Some aphrodisiacs.
Yeah, pull an aphrodisiac. This is sometimes it's your wife, but if you get consent,
I don't know. Like I said, I really respect this man because, a lot of men would have just found it from somewhere else. But
basically,
he really respects his wife. He respects his relationship. He is doing the things. He's trying everything he can. Mm-hmm. But I would try to get down to the root cause of, why she may not be wanting to have sex with you. Also understanding that people who are in long-term relationships, I do think they get to a point where they do have very vanilla sex and they're just having sex to get it out the way.
Yeah.
And what I also wish you would have said is, had the sex always been that way?
Okay.
Because then you have something to refer back to. Hey,
back in the day, we was flying off the handles.
Didn't used to be our sex life. Where did we go wrong? How do we get back to what we used to have?
Yeah.
I'm not really feeling this version of our sex life.
Ooh, I got a good question for him. I wish we knew the person really well. Because my question is, have you taken her on vacation? And did she still act like maintenance sex was a chore even on vacation? Because if you ain't busting that thing open on vacation, she don't like you, my guy.
I was going to say that's a good
indicator.
Yeah, it is. So say for instance, they have kids.
Yeah.
Say for instance, they can't afford a vacation right now, or they just can't figure out the time, plan like a staycation. Find somebody to keep the kids, do like a staycation. Get her like the lingerie, like do the things. You know, set it up.
He did the things already. He telling you he did them. He's fed up. He
so
doesn't
maybe
want to do
y'all don't
anymore.
need a staycation. Maybe I need to actually go somewhere without the kids.
Hey, listen, man. He's all right.
Because I do find, like, as a woman, especially when you have small kids, I do think a lot of times we get touched out, especially in those like beginning moments, like of, I guess those first couple of years when you have a baby, like when the baby is just always attached to you. So you have a baby touching you 20, like Shiloh is always on me. Like the girl wants to be in my skin.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, by the time she touches me, and then Blake likes to be really hands-on. Like Blake likes to touch you. And then like by the time your husband get down to touching you, it's like, I'm touched out. Like, I don't want to be touched by another human being right now.
But I'm trying to touch places they ain't seen. You know what I'm saying?
You know, depending on like the age of your children, that could also play a factor into why she's feeling this way as well.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
Being touched out as a mom is like a real thing.
But at the same time, is that an excuse for a person who's tried so much to help her overcome whatever it is?
It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. But like I said, I do think there's something else going on. Like it, aside from, you know, the speculation of she just not liking you, she could also very well have like some like body image issues that she's going through right now. She could be feeling self-conscious.
She could be.
If you're feeling self-conscious, then it's hard for you to give yourself to a man or anybody, you know, a significant other in that way if you're not confident in yourself. Mm-hmm. It's like we start having sex and I only want the lights off.
I want to see it, girl. I want to see all that beauty. And I want to see everything God bless you with. Let me see it. Listen, another good one for you. Pretty Willie. Lights on. Daytime, I'm sorry, 6 in the daytime. Check it out and thank me later. However, I like looking at your body. And he's made that apparently clear by giving her full body massages. So just because she's self-conscious or maybe self-conscious, he's doing everything to help her overcome that. He's buying her sexy items, filling her up, foreplaying her out. And she's still like, no, man, I'm cool. Bro, she don't like you. So now what he's looking for is this. He's looking, this is a hot take now. He's looking for someone to basically say, hey, man, go out there and do what you got to do. I'm not saying it, but that's what he's looking for. Yeah. All he needs is one person to say, feel free to go and explore the country.
But I will say, like, having your sexual needs met in a marriage is a pretty big deal.
And
if those needs, you know, continue to not, you know, they're not being met, then you should obviously do what you need to do, because it's like shit. Sex in a marriage is just as important as any other aspect of marriage. I feel like. Talk to me. Like even if Baird and I are beefing and we're going through like a rough patch and we're not having sex as often, when we do have sex, it's like still like. You know, we never had a problem in that department.
I'm not insecure about that. Only about the muscles back in the day.
So, like I said, when if you're in a relationship, you're going through a rough patch, you're not having sex as often, like at least when you do have sex, it's still extremely enjoyable. It's still pleasurable for the both of you, but it's not even pleasurable for you when y'all do have sex. Like
you did it, man.
Y'all would be better off like going weeks without having sex and like having the most amazing sex, and y'all having maintenance sex once a week. It's just miserable ass sex every week. Because now you're like, here we go again. And how do you even get there without foreplay?
And like, I know you're tired of watching that pornography. So listen, man, you need to talk to her. And if she's still tripping, she's still just busting out maintenance sex, I feel like he has the rights.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you even get there? Like every week. So it's like, we getting ready to go to bed. Let me just roll over real quick and slide it in. Like, how do y'all aren't doing foreplay?
That's what I'm
saying.
How
are y'all getting there every week?
I mean, maybe she using lube. We don't know these people bedroom. But maybe they got a pound of lube right by the bed. So all you do is get a handful, spack a belly, put it on that thing, and slide in like oil chains.
Ain't
like
nobody trying to have no dry coochie sex. That's what he having. He's probably having dry coochie sex.
He's saying he getting a whole tub of lube, and he didn't say
that.
It's the same.
She may not even like lube. She don't like toys. She don't like foreplay. She don't like neck kisses, lower back. Kiss me on my lower back.
I don't listen, man. I'm gonna tell you straight.
I want a tingle.
Hey, man. I'm not as strong as you are, my friend. Because if it were me and if I were you, we would have this conversation. Hey, I need more, and I'm gonna give you. I give her a date. If we not doing X, Y, Z. In 2 months, we got to get a separation. And during this separation period or divorce period, I'm going to have all the booty I can get. I'm talking about even if I got to pay for some prostitution, it don't even matter. I'm sex worked out. I'm trying to find it all because you have stifled me over the years and I need to get this monkey off my back.
I just have more questions. Like, how long have y'all been having maintenance sex?
It don't
how
even
long
matter
has this been going on?
Sound like a long damn time. So all I'm saying is that this man, he should have the right to go out there and do what he needs to do. I'm saying that I don't care. Say whatever you want to about me.
No, he doesn't. Not while he's still married, and not without a verbal agreement with his wife. Like,
listen,
hey,
all right, talk to your wife and tell her, hey, I'm not getting what I need from you. Do you like me? Yes or no? Check the box. Whatever she says, then you go from there. She say no. Cool, we gonna get a divorce then. If she say no, I don't want a divorce because I like everything else about you, but I don't like you physically. And if you feel like you like her, everything about her, but you don't like her physically, and you can put up with that, say cool. And go out there and buy you some cooch.
Has your physical appearance changed? Has hers?
Better off or worse. We just talked about a covenant now. So now you finna just add stuff and just pick and choose what you want to cover.
Well, the reason why I asked that, because that situation is always reversed. Like, it's always about the woman gaining weight.
That's facts.
And the man no longer being attracted to the woman.
That's facts.
But it could be the opposite. Like, has your appearance changed to where she may not be finding you as attractive as she once was, and she's just not feeling it anymore.
Let's put this in perspective right now. If it were you and I, not at this age, but say, older or whatever, 5 years from now. And I'm like, man, we ain't even doing it. We ain't even busting it down no more. Like, I'm trying to still get my bust down on. You're like, I don't really want you to touch me. I'm like, all right, cool. We got 2 kids. I want the kids to be raised in a family household. Is it okay if we still stay committed to one another this way, but I don't get what I need elsewhere?
No, that's not going to work for me.
All right, well, we're getting a divorce then.
Yeah, that's fine.
Straight up. Give it. I gave you your answer, sir.
That's not going to work. That's not going to. No.
That's what you need. I gave it to you. All right, now, before we end this thing, I'm going to do what I got to do. Shit. Got to do it.
Have you not already done this?
Nah, you talked so long just then. I was like, hush your mouth. But you were dropping some gems, though. So,
you already done enough tips. You could have wrapped this up. We don't need no B-Love tip.
All right, listen. I just got one question. That's a tip. Ladies out there, listen up. When your man, husband, boyfriend, not boyfriend, let's keep it here. When your husband corrects you, you shouldn't get an attitude or get mad at him.
The hell are you looking at me for?
Wait. My question was going to be, how should a person correct their partner to keep them from getting upset or making an excuse? I wrote this question down prior to starting the podcast. When we started the podcast, we had some technical difficulties. My computer, my old computer, the one I love, that old thing, wouldn't act right. It acted like it wanted to shut down again. So I had to restart it. But in that time, I said, India, you had the computer all day. Did you shut it down when you were done with it? Because when you gave it back to me, the battery was completely dead. You didn't tell me to. I'm like, huh? We talked about this before. You had it first. I'm like, huh? Well, listen, just shut it down. Okay. attitude for no. You can't blame this on me. India,
because he's always talking about these old computers, and you need to stop using it.
But see, that's not the point. The point I was trying to make was I have paid to get this computer fixed. Now the only thing I need you to do is follow this simple instruction. When you get done, shut it down. So I corrected her. And instead of her taking the correction on the chin or taking the correction,
I don't like the words you're using for one.
I told her that she should have shut the computer down, and I told her what I was told at Apple. She got upset. And even now, correcting, put a bow on it and call it what you want. I asked you to do one thing, and you can tell by the look on her face, she doesn't like any type of correcting or any type of, give me another word, any type of help me out there. Y'all are going to help me. She just doesn't like it. If you ask her to do something and she's wrong, or even if you tell her, hey, I don't think you need to drive that fast because your tire might bust. What you know about tires? You don't work a good year. Like, bro, I'm just saying. So, ladies, don't take it personal, because as your husband, everything that we're doing is not supposed to complain. We're just really looking out.
But it's also about your delivery. So if your delivery is off, then maybe she may not be as receptive to what you're trying to say.
That's a fact. But my delivery wasn't off. I just simply asked.
Yes, it was. It was off.
Delivery shouldn't matter when you're trying to help a situation.
Yes, it does.
Okay. All right.
Your delivery does matter.
All I'm saying is accept it with open arms. No need to argue. No need for the back and forth when it's only a simple correction. That's all I'm saying.
It's not a simple correction.
Tell the people where your
corrections are for your children.
See what I'm saying?
And again,
she semantics. Now it's about the language. It's about the word. Now this conversation has turned into the word correction. It's not about the problem. It's about the word. Tell the people where they can find you. I gotta go.
You got no damn where to go.
Tell the people where they can find you, man. I'm trying to celebrate.
Marie.
It's my birthday all week, month long, like a lady. Well, lady, y'all be celebrating too. I love to see y'all celebrate, man. Y'all keep doing y'all thing out there. Not like looking at you like that. I just like to see black people have a good time. You can find me at BLove1911 on social platforms. Please be sure to follow She and I Podcast on Instagram. Leave us a message at She and I Podcast over on Instagram or Gmail, She and I Podcast gmail.com. YouTube, the vibes are there. And if you made it this far, we love you. If you didn't make it this far, try again next week. But in the meantime, in between time, it's been real. It's been fun. I.